Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be discussing what are the trends of reading that are going to die in the year 2022. So stay tuned in the end of the video because you will get to know surprising things. Coming on to the first one, that is only physical books. So earlier what used to happen is that all of us used to think that, oh, I need to have a physical book of this, otherwise I will not be able to concentrate. So I have seen with myself that earlier I used to be focused only on the physical books. I used to feel that to touch the book, I need to smell the book because we book readers, we love smelling books, right? So always I used to feel that I need to, have a physical copy of the book in order to enjoy the reading, in order to get something out of it, in order to make reading worthwhile. I used to feel that I need to have a physical copy of the book. But I see that with the upcoming audiobook applications, with Kindles, so many varieties of iPads that we have got in the market, we have got free sources of audiobooks, we have got free sources of ebooks. So people are actually leaning towards non-physical books these days because they are convenient, they are free of cost at times, and you don't have to purchase the physical book when it comes to reading, with a lot of environmental factors as well, because in order to make paper they have to cut down trees, and yeah, I know that it is recycled paper, but the quality of that paper is not that great, and it actually does not increase your reading experience, it decreases your reading experience. So that's the whole point of moving away from physical books and going to other alternatives like audiobooks and Kindles. This is a trend which is going to die in the year 2022, because earlier people used to be all about physical books, and now they are going to be gradually shifting to other platforms when it comes to reading. Number 2 is counting the number of books that we read. So you must have noticed that people in their bios as well, when we talk about Goodreads, people have got their challenges, the reading challenge. Every year they have a reading challenge that I'm going to finish 50 to 60 books in this year. So I feel that with the awareness and with the change of perspective, this is also going to die out. I remember that when I started my Bookstagram account the first year, I did count how many books I read, but later on I understood that it's not just the count of the book that matters, because every book has different pages. What if you are just reading books which have less pages? So it really does not, the count of books, it does not hold any value. So this is one trend which I see dying, because non-fiction readers and fiction readers, all of them, they are actually cutting off from this kind of challenges. First of all, it is not good for you, because you have got that goal in mind. You have got that goal that, oh, I need to finish 80 books in this year. So if you don't reach that, it actually demotivates you for the next year, and you will eventually set a lower limit. But what if there were factors that could not take you forward? The second thing which is impacted through this is, let's say that if I have posted a challenge that I will be reading 100 books a year, so it is going to, for the other people, for the general population, it is going to give that kind of remark that if you're not reading 100 books, or if you're not reading a set amount of books in a year, then you are not that great. So which is not right. Okay, so I'm glad that this trend is going to die in the year 2022 when it comes to reading. So I have uploaded a video on my channel earlier about how you can read effectively with all the annotations and notes. So you can check that video out as well on my channel. Do comment down if you have seen people having those challenges. Number 3 is unlimited TBRs. What people are, so earlier what people used to do is, what book readers used to do is that they used to, let's say that if your friend is giving you a recommendation that, oh, I read this, it's great, so we used to just add it to our TBRs and never look back at it. So now what I'm seeing people doing is that they are not building their TBRs unlimited. They have few books in the mind, of course they do, but they are not just adding each and every book to their TBR. They are going through deeper analysis. They are checking the reviews out on multiple platforms, on YouTube, and by multiple people. That is when they decide that that if they really want to read that book or not. So I've seen this happening, this change happening. I've been reading for the last 7.5 years, and I have been seeing people how they are reading, the taste and the preferences that has been changing. People are not just buying latest releases. Earlier, what used to happen is whatever has released, let's say in the fantasy market or fiction market, they used to just go and grab the copies. But now it's not like that. They are doing deeper analysis when it comes to reviewing a book, and they are checking critical reviews as well, and they are seeing what if they really want to read that book or not. So that's the number one criteria of adding any book to your TBR, that you need to find out if you really want to read it or not. No matter if your friend is recommending it 100 times, but if you don't want to read it, then you don't want to read it and you will not add it to your TBR. So that's another trend that I see dying in the year 2022, having unlimited TBRs. I have no idea how much we'll be able to control on it, but I am sure that we will be better than we were last year. Number 4 trend that is going to die in the 2022 is not looking back at the books once you have read them. So yes, especially for non-fiction readers, this is going to be a very important trend that is going to die, because what earlier we used to do is we used to just read a book once, close it, put it on our shelf, and we are done. Rereading becomes so important for non-fiction readers that they want to look back. So I am going to read multiple books which are going to be revisit for me in the year 2023. I will make a video on that. Do comment down in the section if you want me to make a video on the books I'll be rereading in the year 2023. Alright, so this is a trend that has been catching up on non-fiction readers especially. I'm not sure about fiction readers, because once you know the story of the book, then why would you want to read it? Unless until it's Harry Potter. Yes, that's a book, that's a series that you can read multiple times. So this is another trend that I see dying in the year 2022, not looking back at your books once you are done. People are these days having annotations, they are writing their analysis in the books. So why would you not want to revisit it? I would certainly want to revisit my books. I have planned that in the year 2023, I'm going to have a heavy list of rereading. Coming on to the next one, that is buying books. Yes, you must be wondering that book readers not buying books, that cannot happen at all. But yes, I am seeing people who are very cautious of purchasing. I have been seeing people who are going on book buying bans for monthly or on yearly basis as well. I've seen people who are not purchasing anything till they finish their unread books which are there. So yeah, even me, if you look at me, I have ordered so many books and I've got already I think 30 books in my shelf which are not read and untouched. So what I'm going to do is in the year 2023, I'm going to read these books and finish these books. That is when I'm going to jump on to purchasing more books if needed at all. So this is a trend that I am seeing dying. Earlier, what used to happen is we used to just crave buying books and we used to go to a nearest bookstore, and Amazon is available on fingertips. So we used to just go ahead and order the books that we want. But now I'm seeing people are being very cautious of what they are, how many books that they have in their shelves, and if they really want to make another purchase of a book or not. Another trend that is dying is must-read concept. So we know that there are few books which are said to be must-read books by almost everyone in the book community, but I feel that people are now exploring more and more underrated books. They are not just exploring the must-read books, but they are reading books by new authors, and they are exploring books which are not spoken about or talked about a lot. Yes, must-reads are must-reads for a reason, because they are simple, they fit a general population. But when it comes to you, when you are reading non-fiction books, especially non-fiction book, I'll be talking about non-fiction books mostly because I do not read fiction a lot. But when it comes to non-fiction books, a person wants to read a book, whatever they want to inculcate and implement in their lives. So that thing you need to actually search on your own, that which books will actually give you 100% of that. So a must-read book might not be actually a must-read for other people. So I hope you're understanding the gap here. So I am seeing that this trend is also dying, because slowly people are getting aware of what needs and value they actually want from a book. Pick something which is a must read, called by the book community. So yeah, so these are all the trends that I see dying in the year 2022 when it comes to reading. Do let me know if you have observed something like this as well in your book groups or book clubs, and do comment down below if you want me to create a video on what books I will be rereading in the year 2023. So much for staying till the end. Like, share and subscribe. Bye.